My name's James.
I'm Jose.
And this is Deth to Squids. We're hyped and just wild and crazy on this movie we'll be talking about. But, Jose, there's two quick things. One, could you ask me what I would do if I could go back in time?
What would you do if you could go back in time, James?
I'd go back to 1991, find the closest mall, and bed some MILFs so that I could have a son my own age.
He'd be best friends with you.
Yeah, but I could never tell him that. I could never be like, hey, I'm sorry I was an absentee father to you because I had to get back into my time so I could have a son my own age. But wait, they're a MILF, so I guess they'd have the mom would have a husband. So he was just raised thinking like, oh, this is my dad. My other brothers are like, that's my dad. But then, they're listening to this and they're like, holy shit, James might be my fucking dad.
This whole time I've been listening to MSS. And he's been my dad this whole time, man.
Shit. Oh, fuck. I find out Ratman's my son? Oh, Ratman, salute, dude.
Oh, man.
Zinny D? Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's fucking wild to think of, having a son your own age.
Both members of It Takes Two to Toku? I'm sorry. Your brother's half.
Holy shit, dude. My brain can't comprehend.
All right.
Oh, also, I just want to say, before you get into the second thing, welcome back, James.
Oh, hello, guys. Yeah, it's Highlander.
Dude.
Well, my next thing was going to be like, we haven't done one of these in maybe a month or so, or maybe longer, but we have hung out because you came over and we watched Troll 2 finally.
Yeah.
Man, it's so good, right?
It's surprisingly good. The ending, shock ending.
Yeah, I don't like the ending.
It's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see where the meme originated.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's crazy how he has a fly on him.
I did not notice that.
Oh, yeah, he has a fly on him. That's the weird... Well, he's doing that whole thing. There's a fly on him.
Oh, my God.
Like, that fly is famous, and no one knows. The fly community is, like, thousands of generations now.
Yeah, at this point, he's a legend. It's like folklore.
Yeah, it's practically... he's their Jesus.
Yeah, or they're Charlie Chaplin.
Okay, well, Charlie Chaplin's only a couple generations back for
they're
us.
Buster Keaton.
I mean, that's still, you would need to think of like someone from the, I don't know, 1500s?
Yeah, I don't know what time period that is, technically.
No, but I'm leading us into the movie because he's from the 1500s.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Sorry. I was like fully trying to think of what time period that is. My high brain is like, what period is that?
It's the queef period.
The fart period.
Yeah. They're just ripping ass nonstop.
Oh, man.
Jose.
Yeah, James.
There can only be one Highlander, but fortunately for us, there can only be two hosts of Deth to Squids. Then Joe would be like, they did it.
Oh my God. I was going to bring that up.
Rehearse this. How?
I was going to bring that up.
But there can only be two hosts of Deth to Squids. Sucks to suck, Nicole, Sean, Joe, Robbie, Corey, Rudy, Nick Foster, Presley, Corwin, and R2 Shelby too, because those fuckers want in on the hottest podcast MLM Pod has to offer. But also sucks to suck for us, Jose.
Okay.
Because we do follow Highlander rules for hosting positions. Why do you think Rudy's not around anymore? Robbie fucking beheaded that sweet, kind, tall little boy to get back on the Hit It and Crit It. Because on that podcast, there can only be 5.
I love that in the lore. There's some lore now.
Okay.
But to be fair, Rudy did get beheaded in the game.
He what?
He
Oh,
did-
he
he did
did.
get beheaded.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wowzers. Back to the lander, but not Zoolander.
I wish.
Inspired by Ridley Scott's The Duelist, a movie about an up-and-coming Yu-Gi-Oh player. UCLA student Gregory Wyden wrote the first draft of Highlander, titled at the time as Shadow Clan and then The Dark Knight, for a class assignment. His professor was like, whoa, dude, this is some sick shit. So sick that I bet Hollywood will pay upwards of 200 grand for this twisted version of your dome piece. And that's exactly what Holly Weird did. What's up?
I was going to say keep it Holly Weird.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Especially now, like, all those bankers and stuff are going to try and buy up all this property.
It
now
sucks.
that shit's, and then it's going to just turn into Austin. How Austin no longer weird, you know?
We gotta be more weird, man.
Yeah, I gotta go back to Muskegon, I guess, and say keep this weird because it's going red, babe.
Oof.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But that just, it makes a place that I already hate going more. So it's like, yeah, you can let that part of the body die off, you know?
Just cut it off.
Yeah, get it out of here.
Just cut it out.
Cut it out. Oh, hey, I'm the woodchuck. Hey, Mr. Joey, say your famous line. Cut it out, Mr. Woodchuck.
Mr. McCloud.
Mr. McCloud. The movie was directed by Australian filmmaker Russell McCollum,
Ooh.
who got his start in the MTV era of Video Hits 1, making music videos for the likes of Elton John, Duran Duran, Alternating Christ, Direct Christ, and more. It's why Highlander has some music video editing techniques implemented throughout the film, such as the fast cuts, the pacey music, and MC Scat Cat rapping throughout, trying to find Paula Abdul through the power of hard beats and mediocre rhymes.
He's also credited for being one of the directors for Resident Evil Extinction.
Whoa! Holy shit, dude. Wait, and that's the one, that's our, is that our favorite one?
That's the one we had Joe on.
Oh, for Joe. Okay.
Yeah, the weird desert one.
Okay.
Because it was written by PWSA, but it was directed by Russell McKay.
Yeah, because the second, third,
He does
and
Afterlife,
fourth.
I think, as well.
Afterlife. No, the fifth one's my favorite, and whoever directed that, they deserve a kiss.
That one was pretty fun.
Yeah. Highlander was released on March 6th, 1986 to abysmal results both commercially and critically. It was made for $19 million, but only saw a return of $12.8 million. Mainstream critics thought it was entertaining at moments, but a mess altogether. However, critics within Genre Film Magazine saw it for what it is, a great piece of genre filmmaking, and led to video rental sales, baby.
Shit.
Which led to the sequel, which led to even more video rentals, baby.
How many total do they have again?
5. And there's a 6-1 but also there is a TV, there's like 2 or 3 TV series. There's an animated TV show and an anime movie, which actually I do have this all in my notes. So
Okay.
we'll get into that. Oh no, that's on me for misremembering that I don't have it. We who love niche entertainment are the meek, and we shall inherit the earth. Like we did with superhero movies, until executives tanked that like they did with slasher movies in the late 80s, and just like they'll do to, in the future, probably Bluey. Bluey is modern day genre. For real, it's fantasy. You really think it's realistic to have parents that nice? Nuh-uh.
Hell no.
All of Sean Connery's scenes had to be filmed within a week due to Connery's schedule. he had a bet with the director Russell that they would not finish in 7 days, but Russell won the bet. Connery earned $1 million for his week's worth of work. That million should have been given back to him for losing the bet, though.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, like, what was the stipulations of the bet?
Shit.
Maybe it's like, hey, if we go over, you have to pay me like even more money.
You have to double it
Yeah.
or something.
But so that's why we don't know the stipulations of the bet. The sword sparking while clashing was accomplished by attaching a wire to each sword that led down the arms of the actor to a car battery. One was connected with a positive terminal and the other to a negative terminal. So when the swords touched, there was an arc. OSHA, come on.
What the fuck?
That is wild. Who, baby?
What the fuck? That is insane. No.
Yeah.
That's not how you do that.
Especially if it's like to a car battery. Not like, hey, we made this electricity, like this has this specific currents that we need to just get that, but not to hurt anyone. But even so, it's like a spark is coming at your eye.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
They're freakies, you know? The quickening is a term for when a baby in the womb shows its first sign of life, its first noticeable movement within the womb. That's gross.
Really?
Like, oh, the quickening. It's occurring, guys. I can feel him kick for the first time. I can feel his
I can
heartbeat.
feel the young man.
The young man is quickening inside of
Whoa,
me.
okay, never mind. Jesus, never
mind. Or the young woman. We will be covering all 5 Highlander live action movies. The Quickening in 1991, The Sorcerer in 1994, Endgame 2000, and The Source from 2007. All are much shorter than this first film, so don't worry, Jose. However, if people are excited for this series, let us know, and we will review the anime film Highlander, The Search for Vengeance from 2007, directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri, known for Ninja Scroll and the This Existed reviewed classic Biohunter, as well as so many other dope movies, and was animated by Madhouse Inc., who are behind so many pivotal works on anime. So it looks sweet, but, you know, only if people are digging Highlander.
I'm already digging it.
Hell yeah, brother. Reviews. A lot of dudes just are taking this movie too seriously within reviews, like me and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze. In the critical aspect, I don't take it seriously, but I'm like, no, like this is... I could dedicate paragraphs to talking about how great this movie is and how hilarious it is. But it's mostly just paragraphs. So I found ones that are like short and to the point and like a good read.
Hell yeah.
But I did find some good ones. So
let's do this. I love these.
4 stars by Will Menaker. And we do, guys, have to salute and bid adieu to the sapphic gaze of Resident Evil, because this is the review. Another movie, another metaphor for having gay sex and being gay. Then update. Been thinking a lot about how tight Christopher Lambert's jeans, sneakers, and trench coat fit on in this movie. Guys, we're done with like the lesbian saying like, hey, this was my coming to. This is for the gays now, okay? Now. Hell yeah.
This is an all-inclusive show.
3 stars from Dan P. I accidentally spoiled the winner of this season of Drag Race for myself before seeing the finale. Parenthetical, happy that it's one of the 2 queens I wanted to win. But no drag queen has ever strutted down a runway as fiercely as Sean Connery, bursting into frame here in his flamboyant peacock feather outfit. At one point, he tells the Highlander that in his 2,500 years of life, he's had 3 wives. 3 over 25 centuries. That's a lot of extra time, presumably fucking men.
I love it.
4 stars, watched by Jacob Knight. Still arguably the dorkiest movie ever made, and I love every second of it. 3.5 stars by David Sims. The normal plot. No, it's not, guys. 2 stars, watched by Nika B, which I believe is the only woman. Oh, no, there is. The women are it's mainly men reviewing this movie.
I figured.
Nika B says, Sean Connery uttering the line, "No, pendejo."
Oh my God, yes.
In his ridiculous Spanish, Egyptian, Scottish accent almost made me rate this 5 stars. One more in regards to this, 3 stars, watched by Anthony. Sean Connery saying pendejo made my fucking week.
That will forever play in my mind.
And I had to rewind it because I was like, oh, the reviews were talking about this. We need to experience it. Okay. Watched by PT99. There can only be one SpongeBob, me boy. Because Mr. Krabs is in it.
This.
He's Kurgan.
Kurgan, Gergen.
I'm Kurgan on Krugen. 1.5 stars, watched by Veronica. Literally nobody. Ellipses. Highlander. There can only be one. And it was in the SpongeBob meme format.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
You know, where it's every other's capital lowercase?
Yeah.
Yeah. Capital Punishment. That's my new rap name.
Oh,
no,
man.
I mean, that if I were a wrestler, I'm pretty sure there was a wrestler named Capital Punishment. If not,
Probably in the indie scenes, but not in WWE.
No, I bet that sounds like a old 80s WWF bullshit. They had someone who was just like the plumber. The accountant was one.
True.
So they could have someone named Capital Punishment, or this is a superhero in Dexter's Laboratory.
Capital Punishment sounds like a finisher.
Capital Punishment.
Capital Punishment.
Oh, yeah. Do you believe in capital punishment?
Explain capital punishment.
Like hitting a kid. You know, capital punishment. Physical harm towards do-wrongers.
Yeah, you gotta beat those kids.
Beat the kids, slap them, spank them, hit them with a spoon.
Use the belt.
Slap them, spank them, hit them with the spoon. Slap them, spank them, hit them with the spoon.
What is that from? Or you just came it up?
It sounds like something like a witch would chant in a musical or something.
It does sound like very much like early 2000s.
Bippity boo. Something like that. I don't know, but capital punishment, guys.
Capital punishment is watching Clancy Brown have that horrible fucking haircut at the
Oh,
end.
yeah. I was going to say, if you hit your kids, your kids should be able to hit you when you're being a douchebag, okay?
Try it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Try it.
Would more liberals be like, that's teaching the kids, something as well?
Oh my
I
God,
don't
you
know.
beating your kids? No.
My kid's beating me.
My kid's beating me. I'm fighting back. That's how
No, it's not fighting back. It's like you take your punishment.
Well, yeah, but try it, motherfucker.
No.
I'll fight you.
What, you'll fight a kid? But you were being a real douchebag earlier, So they said, I gotta put you over my knee.
I grew up in a household of very much of do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, you got birthday punches, But if you tried giving your parents
That's
birthday
a real
punches,
thing, James.
all of a sudden they're
you
punching you
mean?
back, but
What
not
do
in
you
a
mean
birthday way.
punches is all of a sudden. It's a thing.
I want birthday hunches. Someone's like, I have a hunch for your birthday. You'll live happily ever after. Birthday hunches. And I get one for every year I've been on the earth. Give me a birthday hunch,
That's too much interaction with the person.
No. It's just all of my loved ones need to get together and they're like, okay, well, he's 34. I guess we all need to do 7 throughout the day. I don't have that many loved ones. Now
We're
just
very
like,
much the same, James.
No. We would even just the Hit It and Critic crew. You know, they could give us some birthday hunches.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or just like a hunch they had that day. Like, you know, I think if I went to Aldi for just onions, I think that would be cheaper than going to Tony's. That's a birthday hunch. Like that. I have a hunch.
Hey.
Do people have hunches like me during the day? Like, I feel like I have a hunch quite frequently.
Maybe I don't.
Okay, like, I bet
don't.
like we could do this better if we did it this way.
Oh, that's not really.
That's a hunch, you know?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I do that all the time at my job, but that's a whole nother thing. My job can be really dumb sometimes.
Do you think, you know, like when you have a hunch, you're like bent over and you say, I have a hunch. Is it like a hunchback? Is that because like that's the motion people with hunches have? Or I guess that's a haunch.
That's the
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I think they're spelled the same though.
Okay, a hunch and a hunch. Yeah, deal with it, guys. You have a hunch. I'm going to come up to you and like, hey, you must have hunches during the day.
I'm trying to think. Yes, James.
Okay.
That's exactly what. That's the etymology.
Yeah.
See, I know big words.
I have a hunch.
That's where it comes from.
All right, hell yeah.
Yeah. It goes all the way back to the Highlander times. To
1776
1500s to the
New York
1500s.
City.
God damn it.
It's Hamilton, baby.
I'd never seen it.
Oh, I don't think you should just listen to the album. That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's really tough to get through. But then when I got through it, I was like, this is the greatest thing, and I'm obsessed with it for the next 16 months.
I'm going to say a very unpopular opinion.
What's
I
that?
just don't like musical theater.
Oh, that's not unpopular. Quite a bit of people don't. I can see it, and especially when it's supposed to be hip hop, and you're like, the first thing you hear is like a choir going like 1776 New York, and like the first time I was like, nope, not even.
I don't.
Nope,
I'm good.
But then, man,
It grows on you?
It claws into you, and again, 16 months of your life is just listening to this one thing.
Okay, so what you're saying is don't listen to
Don't,
it.
unless
then
you
you'll
got
get
16
stuck.
months.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time to devote to an album.
But it's a double album, so you know.
Oh, that's even worse.
You get to dedicate so much time to 2 albums. That's me most of the years.
Fuck.
I just listen to 2 albums throughout like right now it's a Rush. I've just been listening to Rush.
Rush.
Yeah. Like Geddy Lee, Neil Peart,
Yeah.
Alex Lifeson. I know all the guys' names now, I think. But luckily it's only 3. It's not like Kiss.
It's like 5 people.
Where they have the Demon, the Starman, you know, like those names are hard to figure out.
What do you mean?
The Kitty Cat.
That's so easy.
Starman again. There's another one, but I don't remember. The Cat, the Demon, the Starman, etc.
And the Moon Boy.
Oh, but that's Starman.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but I know the Neil and gang, you know? God, it's
Neil
beautiful.
and the dudes.
Like, I listen to it stoned, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get why people listen to music stoned.
Yeah, that's my life.
And I'm, wow, dude.
Yeah. When I'm at home, I just get high and listen to music.
That I get why maybe you were like, yeah, James, you're good at rapping. Because you were stoned out of your dome.
What do you mean?
Because I suck shit, baby. Give me that turd. That's what it is like.
Have you rap or written while you're high or
Yeah,
no?
I've written while I've high. That's how all of Critters Pay for Loads came about. My entire verse, I was just stoned and I did it in one sitting, which is rare for me because of how layered and all the rhymes bullshits are. But yeah.
How did it feel? Personal? Like, what
It
do you
was
think?
fun.
You liked it?
I love making beats while stoned. That's especially like ambient drum and bass.
So during the pandemic, when you were doing the live stream,
Yeah.
the beats live stream, when you made the Marima beat for,
Yeah.
During that time, I was high as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Because this was when I first started like smoking again after getting out of the army. And I got so high. I got out of work so high. You were doing a live stream making beats, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to eat this fucking food.
Hell
high
yeah.
as fuck. And I'm gonna listen to these beats, and I was like I was responding in chat because I was like, you're like, what do you guys want me to make? And I was like, fuck yeah, let's do some like saxophones or some fucking marimbas.
And that's a good beat, like that when I was doing that like really moody, chill, melodic lo-fi bullshit.
That was so good.
That's stuff to listen high to.
Dude, I was high and they were just sitting there like sinking into my couch. It was awesome.
Yeah, baby. We got to get to Highlander.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, guys, they're immortal, and then there eventually is a gathering of them, Juggalo style, but only one of them can live, not Juggalo style.
There can only be one.
And that's the plot of this movie. We go back in time, like there's flashbacks.
Yeah, it
throughout.
jumps back and forth from like the 1500s and the present day. Present day being then 1986.
Yeah, baby.
And we gonna get a little bit of backstory between like about who Connor McLeod is. I keep wanting to say McLeod whenever I write it.
Real quick, it's 1986. That's why the children's choir was doing Straight Outta Compton.
100%.
Yeah, it just came out.
It had just came out.
Yeah.
Those white kids love rap music, especially in the 80s.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
dorky ass white kids, all of a sudden cool ass white kids.
Cool ass white kids just out here saying dead ass, my boy.
They're saying on God.
On God, my guy.
You're like, I don't think that's more 90s, guys. Also, that's never the slang that like white dudes trying to like the W words, as people called me in middle school. Even though I didn't, we've had this conversation on a podcast, but like none of them are like pulling that kind, like the like 5%er stuff. Like the Wu-Tang stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for my roommate. My roommate Mikey, sounds like he grew up in New York.
Did he? Or
No.
It just sounds like
Sounds
it.
like
Okay.
it sometimes.
All right.
No, he's from St. Louis.
My roommate's usually just saying like, "Meow," you know?
Damn, they're talking shit to you like that?
No, they're cuties. No, you misheard.
No,
You
that
need to
sounded
brush
like
up on your kitten.
No, that sounded like meow, you know?
No.
You know? I'm just saying, you gotta talk to your boy, Henny.
And then my other roommate's always like, get back here, you dummy. Because I'm always stealing Nicole's stuff.
Like a cat.
Yeah, to hide it in a nest area.
And then give it back whenever they need it the most.
Do you ever see those like coil springs on the ground around our apartment? They're like plastic little springs.
Yeah.
So behind our dresser in our room, we found like a bunch of them because Butter was just like stashing them back there like a goddamn cutie. But like we knew she had a stash somewhere because every morning she would like, we would hear like a ha ha, and we're like, oh, Butter has something in her mouth, and it would be a spring, and she drops it on the ground to like show us it, and then she'd pick it up and then come back with another colored spring. So it's like she has so many and knows to like get a different color one. She's the coolest.
Hey, look what I found. Oh, that's nice. Leaves for 2 seconds. Yo.
Got
what about this
one? Yeah. She's like,
love it.
Isn't this cool? And then that's how I like envision her. It's just like, this is pretty rad, right?
This is cool, right? You're like, yeah, buddy.
Because like within Crumbum's lore, hey, we're getting Crumbums back soon.
Woo.
Butter is from a very wealthy family. She's Butter Leanne Rowboat. She is. Her family lineage created the rowboat.
That makes I see the resemblance.
So, because it's like, where's the best sunbeam? Well, in the middle of the lake, but they're like, well, we don't like swimming. Oh, we're going to create this like boat shape to be like, oh, the humans will bring us out there because they'll think it's like a leisurely activity. But no, they're one, paying for our boats, and two, doing the menial labor to get us out there.
We just give them the nudge and they think that they created it.
So like she's super wealthy and is currently like going through an arc, kind of like Frank in like season 6-ish of Always Sunny, where he just became like a slob. So like that's where she's at currently, because
like full feral.
Yeah, because Butter, when we got her, like used to just like go in the trash can, and she would just like, she eats tape, She licks glue. Like, she's just a disgust. And she used to, like, the couple times I'd pick her up, we will get back to the movie. Henry used to like tackle her and like clean her like very like violently, and I'd be like, dude, get out of here. But then like when I picked her up, I smelled something, and I like put her close up. I was like, oh, you smell. This is why Henry tackles you. So now I have to let him do this, or else she starts being a little stinky lady.
She doesn't want to clean. She's just like living a free life.
Yeah.
And Henry's like, I can't fucking handle this anymore. Get over here.
Yeah, like she only cleans what she can see.
Gosh.
So like the back of her neck is just like stinky. All right.
Oh, man.
So the echo in the narration in the beginning is because Sean Connery, this was after the fact, like after 7 days. So he had to film it in the bathroom of his Spanish villa. So it was super echoey. And when they showed it for the producers, they showed it over the phone. So over the phone, they couldn't hear the echo. They couldn't make that out. So they're like, oh, yeah, that's good. So they put that in the movie. It's like, well, that's what it has to be.
I mean, it works. He's a disembodied voice, so works out perfectly fine.
So Queen is doing the soundtrack, like songs for this, a lot of songs for this. And I was thinking, like, why not get the famous Scottish band? You know, okay, yeah, I guess go with Queen.
U2? No, they're Irish.
Yeah. The
bagpipes.
No, the Red Hot Chili Pipers, which is a band that
it's a Scottish cover band of the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, and when I worked at that ticketing place, a lot of people would be very upset because they would call in wanting to cancel, and it's like, oh, all sales are final bullshit. And it's because they thought they were getting Red Hot Chili Pepper tickets, but bought Red Hot Chili Piper tickets. So it's like, dude, come on.
No, I'm just imagining Under the Bridge played on the bagpipes.
Yeah, and it's like, at some time, like the job sucked, but some people would be like, did you really think you were getting Red Hot Chili Pepper tickets for $15 a piece? No, that's Red Hot Chili Piper. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, man. I'd be upset.
Oh, yeah, me too. That whenever people would be like, oh, could I get tickets through your place? I'm like, do never get tickets through that place. They suck.
They're the worst.
Would immortality suck or rule? I think once you got in the rhythm of like a lifetime, meaning like, 78 years, like a new like generation of people, like it's been filtered out. Mm-hmm. You're like, okay, it's kind of like a week where you're like, okay, I work Monday, Tuesday, like once you get into the flow of a week, that's good. But when you live forever, you have to get into the flow of a lifetime.
Yeah, that's, I think it would suck.
Yeah.
Cause like,
it's like, oh, okay, the weekend's here, but like I'm kind of dreading the weekend now.
Yeah, because then all your friends are dead.
Yeah, like you live for hump day.
Just like the sweet in between.
Uh-huh.
You know? Yeah, no, thank you. I don't want that.
I want it, baby. Gimme. I think I could be good at immortality. I did have this question it gets into later because his wife dies, and they should have gotten a different actress because it's like she's like, why did you stay with me? And it's like, you're just smoking hot. Now you have gray hair. Like that's really all they did to her and put like old makeup on.
Yeah.
And it's like, nuh-uh, like he's getting it, guys.
They didn't have it in the budget to hire another actor.
And I was thinking, how long afterward, if you were an immortal, how long would you be like, all right, I'm going to get out there and like, start dating again? After being with someone for like 60 years, but like you're still a young man.
I mean, it would just depend on the grief,
Yeah, I guess also like
period.
If it was died of old age, you're processing that. You know that end is coming. So I think it would be a lot easier to like break off and be like, okay, what, like we have both said goodbye to each other, and now I can go on. It's kind of like being in a mutual breakup where you're like, oh, yeah, cool. I'm going to start dating again.
Yeah.
All right, I answer. We got philosophical.
We did.
For something that'll never occur in real life.
You never know.
Maybe there are immortals, you know?
The U.S. government might listen to this and ask us how we should do this.
Why would they ask us? They'd ask much smarter.
We're the Highlander, resident Highlander experts.
No, we're not. There are for sure people who have seen every bit of media and read the comics.
James.
There's got to be people out there like, you'd think, no one has a Yogi Bear collection. Like, yeah.
It's because of our extensive knowledge from watching former Deth to Squids movies, okay?
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's why we're the resident experts.
We're the Resident Evil experts. That's for sure.
That is for sure.
We've dived in.
Only the live action films, though.
We dived in. Well, I mean, I've seen some of the animated.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, for this podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, and the animated one sucked, dude. Do not watch it.
That's what Joe was telling me.
Oh, God, it blew dogs for quarters. No, it blew dogs for pennies, okay?
God, I'm not going to watch it. I'm glad we're done with that series, honestly.
No, I could go back and do it again. With, like, Nicole over the course of 6 nights. And I don't have to record and edit a podcast about it.
But you have to watch them 6 nights in a row?
Yeah, I could do it.
I'm
ready. I am ready.
Where were we?
So he is in the wrestling arena.
Oh yeah, it starts with that wrestling match.
Yeah, and it rules. Like how it's shot. This movie's beautiful at times.
Yeah, sometimes it's very beautiful. Sometimes it's a little wonky.
Or I guess it's not that it's not beautiful. It's just it's not as beautiful.
Yeah,
like it's just a normal scene, and then the other ones are just a feast for your eyes.
Well, I made the joke. I said like half of the budget was made for the intro, and the rest they had to like figure out what to do.
I mean, but that battle on the castle, that shit ruled.
That was a good battle.
Like, yeah, we know it's a matte painting to like show the clouds behind them because they are on a set. But fuck, man, like if you were a kid and your dad worked on the movie and like you went in and saw that being filmed, that would be a pivotal moment in your life.
Dude, it'd be like an awesome castle to play in as a kid.
Yeah.
If it didn't fall apart on top of you, you know.
You would be like, this is what I'm going to do with my life. Not, I'm going to direct. Oh, no, you'd be like, I'm going to build sets like this.
Man, I would love to have a job like that, honestly.
Yeah. I like to just be a secretary at a movie theater. The people who make movie theaters go movie studios.
That's fair. I can get you a job as a secretary.
All right.
I can't.
Yeah. I was going to say like, wait, how?
I can't.
Wait, is do you need a secretary at the restaurant?
No.
Dang it.
I've tried for myself too.
Dang it.
I want to get off the line. Not really.
So he goes in there and we find out he has a big sword in his, I guess, trench coat. This is clearly pre 9/11 sword protocol in stadiums.
Straight up katana in his jacket.
I wrote down that my next note's running with scissors because
yeah.
So this guy, God, we can't go through all the beats of this movie.
We cannot.
There's so much
long.
shit. But it like rules.
It's a long in our case, but
yeah. For being stoned and then having to talk about it, an 80-minute movie's perfect. A nearly 2-hour movie's like, oh boy.
Yeah, but it was a fun movie. I think the shots throughout the movie look amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know,
they're on a huge like mountain peak fighting and they could have fallen
in the Highlands of Scotland.
Yes. Oh my God.
Like they're doing a full on like we can get into that later, but like there's a training scene.
Yeah. And it's like the movie starts like that. Yeah. And it ends still like with these beautiful sets shot on location stuff, but then it turns into a cartoon in the later half, which is like it fucking rules though.
There's so many beats in this movie, like
with swords beating people down,
yeah, beating each other down. But like it kind of felt like a bumpy roller coaster, like not something that's gonna be like, up and then down. And just kind of like those fun little kid bumpy roller coasters so they, kids can get adjusted to what they like.
Yeah, but the kiddie roller coaster also goes like 3 times faster than a normal roller coaster because this just like chugs, but it's like, whoa, like so bumpy that like it's going so fast that it feels like normal bumps.
Yeah, because like half the time you don't realize that it's not that you don't realize, but you're like, okay, what's going on here? And then there's a flashback scene.
Yeah.
And then it's sometimes it's a little hard to keep track of where the story is because of the jumping back and forth. But overall, it's a fun fucking movie.
My only issue was I think we were talking over it when he was explaining The Gathering. So I was like, all right, but like, why can there only be one? And then it's like, oh, wait, maybe The Gathering they all converge and there's a time that like, if there's only one, all of them die?
I don't think they explain it either because at the end, McLeod was like talking to Ramirez, Sean Connery's character, pendejo. Like being like, why didn't you tell me, you old bastard? And he's like, oh, you needed time to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think some of it, because we were talking through that explanation. I think it's some of it was summarized, but not all of it.
Okay. Well, let's get back to some notes. So they're fighting below in this car garage, and it's this dude and another immortal. Like the immortal came to kill him, and they're running on the like cars. On the hoods of cars, like from one to the other, in like this beautifully lit, like it's just this movie fucking rips. And what was I saying?
Running with scissors.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and they're just like they both have these huge swords, and they're just running, and it's like stunt people had to do that. Were they on wires to make sure they didn't fall? Like what?
I'm pretty sure they were, because there was a couple scenes where you could see the wires from the wire work.
Oh hell yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because also like it's also raining because they hit
a pipe.
The
sprinkler system.
Yeah, the sprinkler system started going off. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
But ruled, and then his head gets chopped off.
Straight up decapitates that old fuck.
And then our Highlander guy starts nutting in his jeans.
Yeah, every time the Highlanders the Immortals kill another Immortal, I guess they like steal their essence or something. And it just looks like they're climaxing.
And Nicole goes, he's edging. And I go, Nicole, that is the opposite of edging.
He's full on letting go, man.
We find out he is from 1536.
Yeah.
And back then, dude, you and me, we'd clean up, baby.
Hey, I take that compliment.
We'd pull tail in Scotland in 1536.
We'd have our own castles.
Oh, yeah.
Until the English came and took over.
And not with us on their sides. Because we've like bedded so many women, like we've created an army of our children. Yeah.
All the same age as us.
Hell yeah, brother. We're going to have great grandsons the same age as us?
That's terrifying.
I don't know how that math works out.
My grandfather is myself type of
hell yeah,
deal.
Dude. I have that song that I need to write this year. Like just the hook is... it leads up to the story where the narrator, me, eventually says, you better come in your mom or you'll never be born.
God damn it, James.
We've talked about this before on the show. I know
it's been a while.
Yeah.
That's probably why I forgot. But like every time, God damn it.
Because I'm still saying out loud, you better come in your mom or you'll
from
never
Trancers
be born.
or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't. I don't know. Oh, man.
That seems like a Trancers ass bit, though.
Yeah. We find out that the geese are leading them into battle. There were just They're cute little geese. And then this is where we came out because they have bagpipes. And I go, hey, man, you were like, oh, yeah, I could like play those. And I go, you blow pipe? And you go, oh, yeah, I do. And then we started coming up with How Highlander. It's a sequel to How High, but set in Scotland.
It's just Redman and Method Man both playing the role of McLeod.
Yeah. Well, they realize they are Highlanders. Like they come from like Scottish blood.
Oh, man.
Like that's just what they are. And they're like, holy shit, we got to go back to our mother country. And then they find out they're the Highlander.
Then they have to fight Kurgan.
Yeah, and Kurgan could just be, a Scottish ass bitch. Because they're not really like they're not immortals.
No.
They just are Highlanders. Because that's also the thing. I always thought the immortal people were that the name they had were Highlanders, but it's because he is from the Highlands. He is a Highlander who happens to also be immortal.
Yeah. I still think calling them Highlanders is much better.
Yeah. Maybe in sequels they just do that. They're like, no, yeah, they're just all Highlanders.
I hope so.
Especially in the cartoon, I'm gonna watch an episode to fall asleep to, if Nicole's fine with that.
Let me know if it's good. Oh, in the battle, during the battle flashback, we see that like the McLeod clan is just getting fucked.
Yeah, and then Mr. Krabs just pokes him real quick.
Oh yeah, Kurgan shows up and kills him, stabs him in the stomach, and they have like a little funeral for him.
But then he's fine.
But he's all right. And they don't like that. The clan decides that they want to kill him, but one man decides to have mercy and save him.
Yeah.
And banish him.
And he's like, I'll always remember you.
I'll always remember you, Seamus.
Oh, yeah, it was Seamus.
I don't know. I came up with
No,
that.
it was probably Seamus. Or maybe it was Anus.
Yeah, probably. I like Anus better.
Yeah. Hey, guys, the guy's name was Anus. I liked when the cop said to the chief about the guy who got his head cut off. He goes, "What do you think killed him, boss?"
That was the whole joke.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't understand. The random quips here and there from because I get it. It's the 80s.
It's levity,
You know?
Like in a movie where people are just trying to decapitate each other, you do need some comic relief.
You do.
Even though so much of just everyone's acting was comic relief.
But the comic relief, which is always bad timing, bad comedic timing.
Timing plus life tragedy equals comedy.
Yeah.
But they didn't have enough time or enough tragedy. I'm kidding. It's people being decapitated.
They have an abundance of life.
Do you think you could make it out on the other side after seeing someone get decapitated?
Whew. No.
Yeah, it's like that's baked into. I saw a dog bite another dog real hard, and that's baked into my head.
Ooh.
Because it was so our roommate all of a sudden had another person living there, and their dog was a fucking monster. So when we were moving, Nicole and I put it in a room, but it got out.
Ooh.
And then got out, and then we were trying to get it back in, and it got loose again. And there was an old lady. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
An old lady walking a dog, and it bit that dog. And it was fucked up. It was so fucked up. And that's baked into my head. So seeing someone be decapitated.
And it happened too in the movie.
Yeah.
One time where the citizen saw somebody getting decapitated.
Oh, God.
Oh, bud.
I'd blow my brains out, but not in front of anyone,
Especially in front of everybody.
No, but then they have the same. That's practically getting decapitated.
True.
You want to know what? I'll just take some poison. You want to know what? I'll just live with the trauma and die of old age.
I might just die that second from a heart attack.
Okay, your heart's going Mamma mia.
Oh, shit.
My penis. This is what my penis is like, so fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I like it too much. And then, your erection blows open and then you die. Just like the Highlanders do when they kill one another.
Oh, my God.
We find out that the sword used to kill the person or not is a Toledo Salamanca. And I was like, I'm pretty sure Toledo is in Ohio, guys.
Shut up. Toledo Salamanca.
No one was saying it like that. They were saying it whiter than I did.
I know, James.
Antique Stealer is a good job for an immortal person to have. The Sorcerer's Apprentice, he did that in the Nick Cage movie.
Did he?
Yeah, he was a antique stealer.
Huh.
I
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
I want to be an antique stealer.
Antique stealer.
Did him.
Have you seen Leverage?
Leverage?
Yeah.
No?
It's like it's a show about a bunch of thieves who end up becoming thieves, but for good people.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when corporations fuck people over. They're the ones that I'll show you later.
Okay, alrighty.
Oh, where were we?
There's a lady, a forensics lady, who's in on like trying to figure out what's going on because she's so horned up for swords. And
she really is, actually.
yeah, she is. That dude could have just like instantly had sex with her. If he had just shown her that sword, she would have been like, dude, I need to suck you off, man. Like, there's no way else I could repay you.
That whole scene was weird.
Man, yeah, because then he's like, shut up your fucking mouth, and leaves. Like, his acting in this is not so crazy.
I can't wait to see how he acts in the other ones.
Is he in the other ones?
I think he's in the second one.
Okay, all right. The second
one and the third one, I think.
Whoa, that's too many, guys. For this dead-eyed man, you know? It's just like, oh.
He's trying his best.
Oh.
You know, he's really trying there.
So then she follows him, and then the Kurgan starts battling with him. So they're trying to like get him out of there, and then a police helicopter shows up, and he's like, "Freeze! Do not move!" And then they're like, yeah, we're just gonna run away from you. We're like, you're in a helicopter. You can't like come get us." And then the guy's like, "Wait, how are you moving?
Come back here."
I thought I said freeze. You should be frozen.
That shit was hilarious. Wait, get back here.
Yeah, and his voice was just cracking. It wasn't like, "Get back here, you scumbags." It was like, wait, no.
Wait, come back.
I'm going to get fired.
Where are you going?
Even though my dad's the commissioner, but he said only one more fuck up. Oh, man. He was a Nepo hire, you know, for the police. The Quickening, which should be a Bisquick's new slogan, like the Quickening. Make biscuits as fast as Mother used to.
Please stop.
Mother used Bisquick.
God damn it, please stop.
That's a good one. That is.
Well, because Mother used Bisquick.
Yeah. I wasn't even, I walked myself into that, like, good turn of phrase.
All right. I'll give you that.
Because at first I was like, oh, like Mother used to. But it's like, wait, but then the product should be better than Mother used to, like, because it's quick. But then, oh, Bisquick has been around since your mom was using it. And that's what you grew up on. So, of course, you want to use Bisquick as well.
This is way too much thought.
No, it's not because should be in fucking ad agencies saying Bisquick.
You really should.
You know, like Mother used to make.
We got to get you a job at an ad agency.
And you can get me that job, just like a secretary?
I said we have to. I didn't say I could. I said we have to.
Well, I was just calling back to the previous.
Look, man, I can't. There's only so much I can do, okay?
And it is getting me for sure in an ad agency, Mad Men style.
Mad Men style for sure.
Uh-huh.
Opa Kurgan style. So
then Sean Connery shows up, and I wrote down, he trains fresh Highlanders. Becomes daddy. He has the funniest introduction, though. Yeah. He jumps over them on a horse as they're laying down, and it's like, that's dangerous. And then he's like, hello, I know you, but you don't know me.
I am blah, 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 blah.
Pendejo.
And I'm just like you. You are my brother.
No, come here. Incest is best.
Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah. He did. Then after that, he decides. You know, Sean Connery's character Ramirez decides he's gonna train him. Yeah. And they go through like this whole training sequence kind of thing until. And his wife's laughing at him. He's like, hee. And then Ramirez and McLeod are in the Highlands, and he goes, now, pendejo. Let's see what kind of swordsman you've become. Yeah, and then he knocks Sean Connery down on just like a mossy bed, like in Troll 2 in the beginning. And then it looks like they're about to kiss. And he's like, oh, it's fuck out of here or whatever. Yeah, there's so much like pent up, like there's so much like weird chemistry in this.
Yeah.
So much sexual weird chemistry
With everyone.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
that old lady in that car to
I forgot
Kurgan.
about that. Yeah.
Oh, man. It's a cartoon, guys. Why must we pit Highlander against each other, you know?
Maybe if we rewatch it, we'll explain it to us.
I loved how we find out Sean Connery got his sword because one of his wives was
The Princess of Japan.
Shakiko, Japanese princess. And it's just like such a like, well, yeah, like we get that from the name. Like it's like you could just say a princess. We know she's Japanese. That would be like me saying Mercedes, a Midwestern princess. It's like, yeah, we know a Mercedes is from the Midwest, okay?
I know a couple Mercedes.
Yeah, so I asked Nicole, I was like, hey, what's the most Michigan or Midwestern girl's name? And she's like, oh, you know, like that car. And I go, Chevy.
Chevrolet?
Oh, Chevrolet? Chevy? And Nicole's like, how many women named Chevy do you know? I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh, Mercedes? And she's like, yes, that's the one.
Chevrolet. I'll name my daughter Chevrolet.
Chevrolet Bong.
Chevrolet Bong. No last name.
No, that's last name.
No last name. Just Chevrolet Bong. One full name.
No one saw it, so I was like, oh, maybe this wasn't a good tweet. I did. It was Tuxedo Mask, a picture, and he was saying, somebody smoke me. And I said, Tuxedo the Mask. But that's because, like, I was like, wait, why did I do that? I was like, oh, yeah, because I'm reading Sailor Moon and Tuxedo's Mask's real or, like, new, like, human name. Yeah. Current day name, not like his past life name. His last name is Chiba. So it's like, somebody smoke me.
Somebody smoke me.
Tuxedo the Mask.
Chiba. God damn it. Whoa.
Would you live in a castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll live in most places.
But you know, you'd want to probably have like finished walls or something. Like you don't want to just like go how they had it in this castle set, do you? Where it's kind of just some
not very
shelves.
insulated either.
Yeah. You want to make a sturdy castle.
Yeah.
A modern day castle, maybe. Or the castle acts as the barrier and then you build a home within the castle. So, like, it is all hardwood, but at least you are protected from the elements.
Have, like, the castle, like, rock castle be the shell of the house. Yeah, that seems... I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, and when the zombie apocalypse happens, you're good. Because they're not getting through that brick.
Gotta build a moat.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Gotta build a moat.
But they're on the top of a mountain, so it might be a little hard.
A little unstable, too.
Yeah, You'd have to make it pretty far down.
Make a moat around the mountain.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right.
So that way it's hard to get to the mountain. So even if they do get to the mountain, they have to cross that moat with alligators in it too.
Yeah.
And sharks.
Oh, those Scottish alligators.
The Scottish alligators, you know.
They are fierce. And the castle set rules during the battle. Like there's thunder happening. It's clearly all done inside, but man, it rocks.
Dude, it was pretty nice. Ramirez does do some damage to Kurgan, but remember, immortal.
At this time, we were talking about how my name was going to be Angus, which is, you know, a Scottish-Irish name.
Oh, yeah?
In that area. And I asked my mom, because Jose goes, oh, you would have been Angus James McCollum. And I was like, well, my middle name now isn't Angus. It would have been something different. And I asked my mom, she says, oh, it would have been James. That like I only had two names picked out.
Hell yeah.
So, and then my mom said, and if you hadn't been born with your worry stone, it would have been Jane. And I was like, a worry stone is not like a metaphor or like a simile for a ding dong.
That had me dying.
Like, unless my mom has heard, like, yeah, I wish I were born a woman. Like, it doesn't, like, make me worried.
A worry stone.
Oh, wait, no. Actually, this is fucked up. You, like, rub a worry stone when you're worried. If that's actually what my mom meant to put down Worrystone as an allegory for a dick. Saying it to your son is fucked up. Say ding dong. Say like thangy thing. Anything besides because Worrystone.
Or just say if you were born a woman.
Yeah.
Or born a girl.
Because Worrystone implies like, yeah, man, you're always jacking it. You're always rubbing it when you're worried.
God damn it, James. I would have been fine if you hadn't told me that.
Fuck, man.
Holy shit.
I hope that's not what you meant, Mom. You fucking pervert if you are. I know you will eventually listen to this. I loved, so we see a flashback to how he met like
His
the secretary. Yeah.
Rachel.
And he was in like
World War II.
Yeah, World War II. And Nazi shows up and he like is about to shoot this girl. So like, the Highlander jumps in front of it and falls down and she's like, wait, you're supposed to be dead. And he's like, it's like magic. And then the Nazi comes up and like is about to shoot both of them, but Highlander kicks him down and the guy comes up and he's like, how are you alive or whatever? And he says what? He goes,
how? You should be dead. Whatever you say, Jack. You're the master race.
And then just lights the Nazi up. And then I said, this woke BS.
Oh, man. Dude, that was actually kind of... But see, he does get oddly quippy there.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, he's a weird guy, okay? Like, this guy's weird. This might be the weirdest character I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, he's Tommy Wiseau in The Room levels, just odd behavior.
I guess you do go crazy if you are alive for a while.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I mean, we can't know. The people in the Bible were alive that long. Some of them lived to like 200 years.
No, that's just because they didn't have zeros back then.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, how would they not have zeros? They did 200 years.
No.
You need zeros to have 200.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
They didn't have zeros back then, so 200 was really 3,000.
Sean Connery is talking about like, he's only had 3 wives. We discussed that. But it's like, he's Avi laying pipe. Look at him. Like, that's how you dressed if you were a wool gatherer back then.
He knows how to pull.
Yeah.
You know, let's just say that. He knows how to pull them.
Oh, yeah. Pulling panties down, that is.
Oh, man.
Pulling his dick out, that's what it is.
He's sick with it.
There's a scene where he's like the Highlanders finding a gun and a tape recorder in the forensics apartment, and his face is
my God.
He's like,
yeah.
Like, what are you trying to convey right now? He was creepy, but also like menacing and maybe like amused. I just don't know.
I think it was like he was sneaking, but he was also smirking because he was amused that she thought she could kill him, even though he knows he's immortal. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's to me that's a stretch, I think, honestly.
Yeah. And this is where she's like, show me your sword, Uncle.
I just want to, I'm not with the cops. I just want to know about the sword.
Oh, it's a beautiful metal.
It says you work for the NYC Forensics.
Yeah.
What? No.
So, like, he's about to have sex with her, but we also see, like, him dying or his wife from the 1500s dying. And he's, like, telling her this story of, like, oh, we're going to go up to the mountains, this and that. That's where I'm going to bury you, maybe. And he goes, oh, the wind is blowing, but you're not cold. You're wearing your sheepskins. And then he goes... And I'm wearing one too.
God damn it.
And
you
Nicole,
said that.
Yeah, and Nicole goes, what? How is it? And I was like sheepskin condoms. And she's like, oh, no, okay. She was kind of like, I hate that it makes sense. Thought you were just saying a dumb thing just to say it, but no.
It made sense and it was bad.
Because he's going to bed that old biddy once more time.
We know, James.
And she's going to say, yes, this is why I stayed with you. So we see a flashback to when he was in a duel, and the duel scene is just from a different movie. Like that guy who's like, shoot him, sir. After he gets stabbed a bunch of times, and he just keeps coming up and going like, whoopsie, yeah, actually, see you later. And then the assistant of this Baron guy is like, grabs guns and is like, shoot him, sir. But he gets away. So then he shoots the messenger.
Shoots him in the ass.
Oh yeah, and like I was like, does his poop start like squirting out because like poop is filled
poop
up in your
stored in the cheeks.
Yeah, in the cheeks. And I was like, you got a full ass when you've been eating a bunch.
Yeah, that's why Kim Kardashian sells those classes on how to have a butt like hers. It's all stored in there, James.
If you are planning on like possibly being stranded in the water someday, what you want to do is like eat greasy food so you get diarrhea, and that'll keep you buoyant.
That's gonna keep you buoyant?
Yeah, because because it's like water instead of like a solid. And that water, keeps you floating.
Got you. Okay, be less dense.
Yeah.
Okay.
In your ass, so that carries you.
But then you'd be like face down, ass up in the ocean.
No, you can like tilt it so like your back's facing up.
But
just pray to God. But also like if you need to like jet out of there, you just diarrhea real quick, and you're like, like a jet ski. But instead of shooting water out the back, it's Rhea.
I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, Nemo. Sorry, Dory. You're getting sprayed with human diarrhea.
I'm gonna touch the butt.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. They're touching it. Uh-oh. You just breathed in diarrhea. Oh, because they got gills.
Oh my God.
Fuck. So would that be an instance like, like we breathe in air?
Okay.
Like if we were to smell just like when we smell like straight sulfur or pneumonia or ammonia, not pneumonia, ammonia, and you're just like, your nose goes like, oh, like it burns. Is that what breathing in gills diarrhea would be? You're like, oh, this burns. This is a chemical.
I think it would burn regardless because it's not like a gaseous
I've had
form.
diarrhea sprayed on me. It don't burn, brother. I haven't.
No, I don't believe you.
No, I for real have not.
I don't fucking believe you anymore.
No, okay, because that would be an instance where it's like, well, I've only been really with one person for like almost 12 years. Then that would imply that she's the person who, and no, I would never say anything that would imply that. I have never had diarrhea.
Oh my
like, I was just
God.
saying it as a joke, guys.
Oh my God.
Also, as someone who's like, so like pee, pee don't burn, brother. Okay.
Oh my God. It wouldn't be like breathing it in. It'd be like drinking it in because that's how they take in the oxygen from the water.
No, the gills aren't your mouth,
They still breathe, like that's how they get the oxygen.
Oh.
Yes.
Ew, gross. Why does Nemo want to suck down diarrhea? He's like, Dad.
I don't think he wants to. You just did it.
No, that's, he's trying to be defiant against his dad. He goes out and touches the butt. Like, he's like, no, I'm drinking this in, Dad. This is punk rock, okay?
No, we're gonna embrace this, Father. We're not quitters here.
All right. Then there's this Marine there for some weird reason.
Some rando.
Yeah, and he just starts like gunning down the Mr. Krabs. Kurgan Krabs. And Kurgan turns around after chopping off another immortal's head, and then nuts. He starts going go 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 go.
Yeah, he's just some rando Marine that shows up,
Yeah.
sees him like decapitate the other immortal, and then goes and unloads an Uzi, straight up Uzi into this guy.
But then Krugen comes back up.
just gets up and then impales him.
Yeah, and then like hoists him up, and then tosses him in the air like to slide out. Like that would have cut him more. But like this guy stays alive, and I'm just wondering, this is for real. Like, how does the body heal from being impaled with a sword? Like clean through, and then like the trauma of it, like Like he was all the way up. He lifted him 90 degrees, like the sword 90 degrees straight up into the air with him on it. Then he whips him off. That's trauma. He's still alive. How?
Marines are tough to kill, man. Don't fuck with the Marine Corps.
Oh, and then also all these people are like looking at him behead this dude or whatever. And oh no, like hoist this guy in the air. And there's like, sex workers, their employers.
Some random old couple.
Yeah, this old couple in a car pulls up. And it's just like they're all giving cartoon ass reactions. There's another old man on the street. I think someone walking a dog. It's just this is a cartoon now.
Yeah, it gets real goofy over there. And then Kurgan just straight up like does his soul energy release thing where the sun just, I don't know, what do you want to call it? The quickening.
Yeah.
In front of a bunch of like civilians. And then the next day the cops are like, yeah, we have no witnesses.
Besides the guy that got poked hard. And I'm glad that they weren't like, oh, this guy's a crazy dude. He's glowing and whatnot. They're like, all right, that cannot get out to the press because we do believe this, and shit, if this is real, ruh-roh.
Yeah, and you're sure it wasn't the guy? They showed him the picture of McLeod, and they're like, are you sure it wasn't this guy? And then the Marine's like, no, he was... The guy that did this to me was a fucking freak.
Yeah, he had a scar on his neck.
Yeah, that was weird. Dude.
Yeah, because he, almost got... But it should heal, right? Because someone tried decapitating him, but only cut his throat.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked weird. Stitched together with safety pins.
And then that lady stabbed him, kissed him, then fingered him.
Yeah.
Not enough boobies in this movie, guys.
Barely any, I think.
We saw some areola here and there with his first wife.
Yeah. But Kurgan was a real weird psycho.
Yeah, he kidnaps her and then is like...
Not only that, he confesses to raping his wife.
Oh, yeah. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
But he kidnaps this new lady... And there's this car scene that is wild because he's just running people down, like driving people off the road.
That shot was kind of crazy.
Yeah, like they show him like hit like 3 people and like how they filmed it was like frenetic and crazy and like lit with neon. It was nuts and awesome. But I was thinking, like, if you had to, like, it was for the greater good, like, this person, like, could deserve it, would you run someone down?
Ooh, I don't know if I could, man. Like that, I ran over a squirrel once and cried. I had to pull over and...
But, okay, let's say this person's, like they're going to go grab a gun and, like, harm people.
Oof. I mean, I think I would do it, but it was still...
You wouldn't completely run them down. You'd be like, this is going to incapacitate.
Yeah, but if they end up dying, I think it will like still have like a lasting effect on my soul.
Yeah. Like seeing someone get you run them so hard they decapitate.
Yeah.
And then, you die because you're like, this is what I actually really am into.
Oh my God. Just like full on energy release like the Highlanders.
Synergy release. Okay, just a few more. The ending's like a Madam Web scene, how that movie ends with like a neon sign, whatever, falling on top of them into the water below. Except like this was good and Madam Web is stupid, but like good in a stupid. Actually, this is probably also good in a stupid way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people are just acting almost as wild and crazy. But the difference between Madam Web and this, Madam Web costs like $100 and some million, and then this costs $19 million.
Talk about a failure.
When he finally kills Krugen, he like goes up into the air and he's floating, levitating, and he says, "The quickening is overpowering me.
It's overtaking me."
Oh, but then he's fine, and I guess, is he mortal now?
He's mortal. He can have kids. He can grow old. He can die.
That's just weird. Why? No, I want to stay immortal. And not like now that I know I don't have to worry about someone like coming and killing me. Like, yeah, this is gonna be a good life
until somebody comes and kills you.
tries to kill you. I think only Highlanders can kill other Highlanders. Or is it just anyone can decapitate you?
I think it's if the decapitation happens.
Okay.
Because then your body can't regenerate.
Unless he has the little legs on, the bottom of
Little
his
legs
head.
on he has like the ejector seat thing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
There we go. And then that little body has little legs inside of that little body.
Oh, and he can hear everybody's thoughts at once.
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, I know what you want. You want to love me.
He became Professor Xavier. Just a very walkable version.
Yeah, but also like a not pleasant to be around version.
Both of them aren't very pleasant to be around.
What? Xavier's cool.
Xavier can be a dick.
No, he knows shit needs to get done.
No, he can be a really pretentious asshole.
No,
He made Magneto relive the Holocaust one time.
Oh.
They were like, in a fight. He was telling Magneto to, oh, back down. You don't want me to fight you. And when Magneto was like, no, you don't understand, he like made him mentally relive the entire Holocaust again.
I guess it's because I think of Professor X as Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of American Dad. So I
do
so
too,
I'm like,
actually.
yeah, that's Patrick Stewart and that's Professor Xavier. Okay, yeah.
He also like rewrote Wolverine's entire personality just so he would listen to him.
Hey Xavier, how about you teach us husbands because we might have a wife or two we need to do that with. We watched the Stepford Wives, and that's the plot of that.
No, really?
Yeah.
Never seen it.
We watched the remake, and we loved it. It's super funny.
I have to check it out. What did you think of this, James?
I loved it. 5 out of 5.
I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5.
Hell yeah. Just, it ruled. Oh, you are, no, because then it's just like, do you really need that, James? I was going to say, I'm going to give it a 4.5 because there weren't poopies in it, but it's like, you can't do that, you idiot.
This isn't that podcast.
You can do that for like a porno. Like, yeah, I wish her top did come off while they were having sex. That's a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Just say like, no, I want full nudity, guys.
Nah, I feel that. I understand.
And it sucked that the guy was wearing pants, just had a hole in the front. So I couldn't see butt.
How do I know if they're really having sex?
She was Donald Duckin and he was Mickey Mousin'. Because Mickey Mouse he just has overalls on.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. I like to see Mickey Mouse in a Hawaiian shirt hanging out with Stitch and Lilo.
That'd be sick, actually.
Yeah. Getting just hammered on Mai Tais. Not treating the staff at the all-inclusive resort well.
Nope.
He's just throwing dishes.
Yelling at Minnie. Every time Goofy comes around, he wants to fight him for some reason.
Yeah. But like, hey, man, it's his vacation. Yeah. Oh, you think he wants to be jolly all the time? No, he wants to let loose. Drink a bunch of Mai Tais and be rude and disrespectful.
Fight everybody.
Yeah. That's his Jersey coming out of him, you know?
He's from South Jersey.
Yeah. Well, his granddad's pizza rat, you know?
It all comes back to pizza, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm so excited to dive more into Highlander, dude.
Dude, me too. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch the cartoon in T-minus an hour or so when I get this edited because it needs to go up tonight. Oh, man. Well, thank you guys so much. Oh, wait, you liked Troll 2, right?
Yeah, I like Troll 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you did say that. Man, Troll 2 rocks. There was another movie recently that I was like, oh, Jose needs to come. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, maybe you messaged it to me.
All right. I don't know. But we'll see you next time for Highlander 2, whatever the subtitle is called, probably The Quickening. I've been James.
I've been Jose.
And we've been Deth to Squids. Bye-bye.